dish is going to be a potato apple. Potato apple is very traditional. It's potato bread filled with apple and then cooked. So it is a dessert, but also maybe for breakfast. Very traditional, and also known as Piri Apple Pie. So that's the Ulster Scots word for it. So start off with mashed potatoes. So in the same way that you would if you're making a fudge or potato bread. And mashed potato, nice and dry. So normally just boil them in their jackets, peel them and put them back into the pan and dry them out and then mash them really well. So that's so these are good dry potatoes. That's the most important bit. And then we've got some plain flour. So you want to really put, like, if you have 5 parts of potato, you want to put 2 parts of plain flour. So we'll start off with this and just see how it goes. And then there's no sort of better way of doing this than actually just getting your hand stuck in here. So we'll just bring this all together like and a wee bit of salt in with the spuds, but not too much, because I have to remember this is a sweet dish as well. So just give this a really good mix around. So we really just want to mix this into a nice dough and just bring the whole thing together and get everything from the side of the bowl, and that's us there now. So that's really what you're looking for there. It's just a nice dough. So that's just typical potato bread dough at this stage. So a bit of flour on our board, just a nice flick of it, and then we'll just knead this a wee bit just to bring it together. And we're going to do 2 nice big potato apples. So that's it. Now we'll just divide this into 2 and we'll just do 2 rounds. So we're going to do 2 nice big potato apples for this. There's no point in messing around with this and doing wee tiny ones. So nice, get a nice ball of the potato bread, and then just roll this out so that we get a nice round. Now you can, if you want, cut this, put a plate on top and cut it round, but we'll just crimp it so that it does the same job. Another wee bit of flour, we'll do another one then. So into a round. Now this is very traditional, so it's one of those things that I think it would have actually been a treat, but we have a great tradition of Bramley apples in this country, so they're just cooked right nicely down with some sugar. No spices or anything. This is just a really just plain, really just sort of like 4 ingredients: apples, sugar, flour and potatoes. So it's really what it says it is. It's potato apple. Right, so then we've got our 2 sort of farls here ready to so we'll take some of so just as I said, just cook the apple with a bit of diced it up, cooked it up with a wee bit of sugar. And that just sort of goes down one side. I'm going to use all of this now, so and you get that lovely smell from the apples, and they're nice and tart and sweet and sour. And I know this sort of seems strange, putting potato in a dessert, but this is very, very traditional. So it's and also really lovely. So we'll just fold this over, and then we're just going to crimp down the edges, and then just flatten that slightly. There we are. A wee tiny bit of flour just to stop that sticking, and then the same again with this one. Just fold it over, just crimp down. So just finish that wee bit of crimping around the side, and that's and just make sure it's all, because we don't want any of the filling coming out in this, so just make sure it's nice. And there we are. So that's our potato apple, and that's ready just to go straight onto a griddle. Lucky that we have the griddle on the turf fire, but obviously just onto a dry frying pan if you don't have that at home, which is highly likely. Okay, so that's ready for the pan. I just want to flip these over. Right, okay, so these are ready. So again, just the same as with the soda bread. Nice wee tap, and it sort of sounds hollow there. just going to slip those. Right, so that's our potato apple there. So we just put this on the plate. The thing about it is you want to eat them when they're hot, and this is not something that you want to hang around for too long. So we just present that there. That's our potato apple, also known as Piri Apple Pie. It smells like potato bread just straight off a griddle, which is what it is, but then we open it up, hopefully get this lovely steam of cooked apple in the middle. That's exactly what you're looking for there, and that's one of the best smells because it's just that beautiful sweet apple and then that lovely turf infused potato bread. Beautiful.